Hello everyone, my name is Raman. This is a position from Christiansen Larry Mark against Victor Korchnoi game. It's black to move. If you want to find out if you want to find out the best plan for both white and black, try to pause the video now and try solving and try thinking, giving it a try, and or else just sit back and enjoy this video. So here, as you can see, it's black to move. So as you can see, if black tries to uh, let's say black wait, just yeah if black tries to play king to g8 and then follow it up with if black tries to play like king g8 and then follow it up with king to h7 and then play something like bring the rook to either f8 or e8 and then try to connect his rooks, and by playing queen to c7 or queen to e7, this doesn't work because as white can anytime play rook to g1 and then play g4 and follow it up with g5. Opening up the position, and as you can see, white's king position will be very safe in the center as because it's closed. So I think so here black played the move king to e7 with the idea of queen to f8 and then follow it up with king to d8 and king to c7, where his king will be much safe. So in the previous video I showed a similar idea of bringing the black king to other side of the board by John Timman. So it's a very important idea or instructive idea worth remembering. So here after king e7, white played g4, queen f8 and queen e3. There is no use playing g5 and expanding on the king side, because black will have a very good position, and he can even follow it up with something like this. So I think it's much better. So it's better not to open up the position not now, and at least not now. So black played king d8, knight e1, king c7, f4, b4, a takes, c takes, rook takes, knight f3, g6, queen c3. So if takes, and again the f pawn will be under fire. f4 pawn will be under fire. So I think it's better not to open up the position yet. So queen c3, forcing the rook to take a decision, either to retreat back or to take, and Victor Korchnoi took the rook, exchange the rook. Rook takes, and after g takes h5. So let's stop here for a while and let's see what is happening. The center is completely closed, and we have isolated pawns for both sides. But the problem is h6 pawn is firmly protected, but whereas h5 pawn is not at all, not that much protected. Overall, the h5 pawn will be more weak when compared to h6. Why? Because we'll see in the next few moves. After queen e7, queen a1. One idea of black can be to play knight to h4 and then follow it up with something like this. Or try to open up the position more because of his space advantage. Queen e7, controlling the h4 square. After queen a1, rook b8, rook takes, king takes, c3, f5. So f5. So here e takes f6 was played. E takes f6 because I think white must have thought of the backward pawn, but I think in practical terms, I think f4 pawn will be more weak than the backward e6 pawn. So instead of e takes f6, there are other alternatives available like queen a6, and after bishop e8, bishop d1, king g7, king e3. It's roughly equal. So I think this must have been better than e takes f6, what was happening in the game. And queen takes f6, queen b1 check, king c1, king e3, knight e7. So also now note that there are outposts available for the knight. So queen h7, knight f5, king f2. So actually instead of king f2, I think king d2 was better. When queen g7 would have been met with if you want to try it out, just pause the video because it's an amazing move. It's fight to move. It would have been met with knight g5 after queen takes h7. After queen takes h7, knight takes h7, bishop e8, knight f6. It's again roughly equal. So if we on knight g5, if h takes g5, then queen takes g7, knight takes g7, h6, and this pawn cannot be stopped from queening. So that's the thing. So that's the reason the knight cannot be touched. I mean the knight cannot be captured. So one worthy idea to remember. So yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah, instead of king f2, king d2 was far better than king f2. But yeah, and after king d8, queen g8 check, bishop e8, bishop d1, king e7. So bishop a4 was with the idea of that's idea. As you can see, the h5 pawn is much more weaker than h6 pawn, as I said. So bishop c2, queen g7, queen takes g7, knight takes g7, knight h4, bishop h5, bishop takes h5. This pawn has gone, and this will be a deadly passer. Bishop takes h5, knight g2, and king f7, f5, king f6. So the reason behind f5 is have an out. If pawn takes, then we can, I mean, something like this could happen. So that's the reason. Yeah, knight e3, bishop f7, f takes, bishop takes, bishop d1, knight f5, knight c2. White cannot afford to exchange pieces. I mean knight, because after takes either bishop takes or pawn takes, and this pawn will decide the game. And when white king and bishop are trying to stop this pawn, the black king can penetrate into the position and can capture all the pawns and can win. So knight c2, trying to avoid exchange of pieces. Knight d6, bishop f3, knight b5, and this pawn is also lost. So after king e3, knight takes e3, white resigned here. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I find this idea very interesting. So yeah, if you look at this position, I think this is again French e4 e6, d4 d5, knight c3, French Rubinstein variation, I guess, right? e4 e6, d4 d5, knight c3, knight f6, no, not knight f6, maybe bishop b4. Yeah, that variation, I guess. Yeah, my opening knowledge is weak. I mean, I don't know the names of the opening. I specifically know the openings, so I'm sorry for that. I have a weak memory, I should say. Yeah, Christiansen and Larry Mark. We have just seen his. I even uploaded a game of his and Korchnoi variation in my last videos, I guess. Yeah. Okay, that's all in this video. I hope you guys like this. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos, and thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.